simple hoof care. You will need a hoof pick, preferably a wire brush, however a normal pick with brush will do, and a rasp. Ideally, a farrier's hoof rasp is the best. These can be ordered online for between £25 and £50, depending upon their quality. You may need to order a handle too. Many professional rasps are supplied without handle, allowing you to choose the type that suits you best. If you can't get hold of a farrier's rasp, you may be in possession of a Stanley Surform. While not ideal, this tool is often adequate to get you out of a fix. As a last resort, the roughest woodworking file you can find will have to do. This will be far from ideal and will take a lot of effort to show any real results. Finally, a pair of sturdy gloves is very important, especially when using a new farrier's rasp. You may also want something to protect your trousers and legs, a thick towel or a pair of long chaps. First of all, ensure that both you and your horse are comfortable and relaxed. Neither you nor your horse should be excited, and if either is the case, come back later or even another day. A couple of days will not make the slightest difference. Don't tie your horse up unless absolutely necessary. He will be more comfortable and often more cooperative if at liberty. You may need to attach a halter, but the lead rope can be left hanging on the ground. If you have no alternative but to attach him, then attach him long, giving him some freedom of movement. The position you take to work on the hooves is entirely yours to choose. This depends partly upon the size of the horse, partly upon its cooperative nature, and partly upon your own comfort. You can attempt to stand holding the hoof in one hand while working it with the other. This is probably the most difficult option. You can kneel with the hoof supported upon your thigh or your knee. For the front feet only, you can clamp the leg between your thighs, resting the hoof upon your knees. For the rear hoofs, lay the cannon bone across the thigh with the hoof resting upon the knees. Never clamp a rear leg between your thighs. With a hoof pick, scrape the lateral grooves on either side of the frog clean. Work well in and remove any detritus you might find. If there is a strong, unpleasant smell emanating from these grooves, treat them afterwards with apple cider vinegar. Again, using the hoof pick, clean around the white line, the interface between the hoof wall and the sole. This will usually be a pronounced groove, frequently filled with mud and other matter. Having identified and cleaned the location of the white line, actually an ivory colour, take your rasp and, working from the inside to the outside, rasp at an angle of between 30 and 45 degrees all around the edge of the hoof from heel to heel. Continue to rasp until the white line is visible all around the hoof. There should be no traces of black in this white line. Try to remove as much as possible by rasping. If you're using a farrier's rasp, use only the rough side. And when using the rasp, remember that it only rasps when pushing away from you. Ensure that the heel is about the same level as the rearmost part of the frog. Avoid rasping the frog itself. If you carry out this procedure once every fortnight, the amount of work needed will diminish appreciably and your horse's hooves will stay in good condition. At this point, if the lateral grooves of the frog smell strongly, spray with undiluted apple cider vinegar and brush the liquid deep into the grooves with a toothbrush.